Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. LPs are us. Tony here. Tony's LPs are us. What I'm going to do is demonstrate a cleaning of an old jazz record. This is from 1961. I was just in the process of cleaning a bunch of records I picked up from a thrift shop the other day to play some of them tonight. And I thought it might be cool to do the Ornette in tenor LP, Ornette Coleman's jazz record on Atlantic, and do this on my channel. And I'll show you how what I use. This is the concentrate I use. It's pretty good. It's online. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I've used them. I've used it for quite a few years. I've used a lot of different products, and I seem to like this. It's pretty economical. I mix it with a nice distilled water I pick up at a drugstore or Home Depot or ShopRite or whatever. And here I have just plain distilled water in a super record wash container, a quart container that I used to use. This is from MoFi, but that's more expensive than buying this and doing it on and making it on your own. I think you can make up to 4 gallons, which is quite a bit. Here's the container I use. I just label it industrial strength with duct tape, which I like the look. And there's the record. It hasn't been professionally cleaned, I'm sure, since its inception. These there's vacuum record machine cleanings or ultrasonic cleaners are relatively new. And this was found in a thrift shop. It was pretty dirty, but it didn't have any hairlines. It didn't have any types of scratches, obviously, with no hairlines. It was in pretty good condition. So here's the clamp. Clamp that on. And I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand. So here we have the control panel. And like I said, I'm going to use the concentrate, spray it on pretty good. And then what I use is a plastic bristle brush. I believe this came with the VPI. I'm not sure. But somehow I've got this. This is good. It's coarse. It doesn't damage the record. Then you can really dig in. And what I do is I really scrub this in. My old mentor Tony G's out there. He has a really intricate process to cleaning records that is unsurpassed. But I basically just go through this. Most of my records are in better condition than these. I clean my records once. I label it in the jacket so I know it's clean. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smudge this in really good, work it in there, work it in the grooves. Like I said, I don't believe this was ever cleaned. Here we're going to turn on the power for the vacuum. Turn that off. What I'm going to do now is repeat. The brush is still pretty wet, so I've been using it for 4 or 5 records. I've saved this one for the last because I know the brush will have a really good coating of cleaner on it, cleaning fluid on it. So we're going to do this again. I'm just going to do this side for a demonstration, and I'll do the other side off camera. Again, I'm using that. Okay, so we're going to turn on the power there. There's the switch. And if this gets wet, I usually just dry this with my finger, and I've never had a problem with a label being smudged or anything like that. So let me just get this container out. I'm going to drop a little bit of distilled water on here, and that rinses it. And as you rinse this, it also cleans your tube. It'll clean your tube from the fluid. It'll clean your tube from any debris that's in there. And for that, I'll use this. I don't mix the plain distilled with the brush because the brush has fluid on it. And what I do is I just go around pressing not too hard on this. You can hear the motor, and this will give it a good rinse. Okay, so we're going to put it back on. I give it about 4 or 5 rotations, and then obviously I have a anti-static weapon pistol upstairs that I'll squirt it, because you can pick up some static by going round and round and round. So we're going to see what this record looks like now. That's pretty clean. I'll just take this up, as you could see. I think that's going to sound good. This was a great score for me to find this record. So there it is. There's the jacket. I put it behind the cover, and I highly recommend these VPIs. I believe Project does one now. Nitty Gritty has one. A friend of mine has that. He loves it. But this is the VPI. My friends up in down the shore from here, up in down New Jersey, Matt with VPI does a great job with these, and they also sell the tubes and the felt, velvet things that go under here. I'll show you that right there. There's that. And I keep this open when I'm not using it. That evaporates a lot of the excess water. And then there's a plug at the back which you could drain and get rid of some of the slush that comes in. But I keep this off when it's not in use, and it'll just normally evaporate. So there you have it. Quick VPI vacuum record cleaning machine. You cleaning a 1961 Ornette Coleman jazz album on Atlantic. So we're gonna give that a listen, and then I'm sure it's gonna sound great. So thanks a lot, and please subscribe. Please chime in. Let me know how I did on this. Here's the clip, and what I do is I just dry this up with a paper towel so that there's no problem. All right, and here's some of the stuff that we use. So thanks a lot. Tony out. Be good. Talk to you soon. Ciao.